So, here it is, fellas. Perhaps the last M13 draft I'm going to end up doing. Because Return to Ravnica is coming out Friday. Yay, Ravnica! It looks really awesome. The pre-release was great. By the time this video goes live, I don't know if my my pre-release video for Return to Ravnica is going to be up or not. I don't know yet. We'll see. We'll see. M13 overall has been really, really weird. I mean, just straight up weird draft environment. I've found that, you know, it's deceptively easy to get locked into a color where, like, lock yourself into a color really early where you probably shouldn't. You have no way to know, because it's just like certain cards that are supposed to be common just don't go around. I don't know why. Like, there could be only like 2 people drafting black at a table, and you can see like next to no removal. Like all of, like, the murders and the essence drains and stuff, like, in the mutilates, you're not going to see them. I don't know what's going on with that. Either they're not there, or it's just a quirk of randomness. I don't know. Certain strategies are disproportionately strong. If you can get white-black, low casting cost exalted and back it up with a little bit of removal, you're generally going to do well. Generally. There's a few other things that do well. There are some strategies I don't like the fact that they're not draft viable. I mean, and I know some people find it annoying as all hell, but you can't really draft a viable counterspell deck in M13. I mean, I remember one of my favorite draft decks, I want to say it was an M12, was negate 3 cancels, 4 monoleaks, backed up with a handful of weenies and a pair of volcanic dragons. Yeah, that was a fun deck to play. It was probably a pain in the ass to play against, but it was a fun deck to play, you know? But, yeah, there's that. I found that M13 overall is just a really unexciting set to draft. And the drafting process itself is, I mean, traditionally, yeah, the drafting process is generally where you win or lose the draft. It really is. And in M13, it's just that much more important, I think. That's my observation. And some of the things that you would think are normally bad are actually pretty good. Life gain in M13 Limited is surprisingly good, because for such an unexciting format, aggression is really powerful in this format. It just strikes me that the format's a little bit lacking in removal, and not a whole hell of a lot of tricks. I don't know. But for example, Mark of the Vampires turned out to be really, I mean, pretty much all of the creature enchantments have turned out to be pretty good in draft. Not necessarily, you know, constructed viable, but pretty good in draft, you know? I mean, even the red one that grants +2/+2 in Mountain Walk, just because it's +2/+2, is pretty solid for an enchantment. And that's really, really weird. Just straight up weird. I don't know what to tell you about it. Vampire Nighthawk, I was surprised he got reprinted. He's incredible. He's just straight up incredible in Limited. I don't know what to tell you. He's a 2/3 flying death touch lifelink, a colorless and double black. He's huge. He's huge. But anyways, talk about this deck specifically for the time being. I got a Dark Favorites, nice creature pumper, an Essence Drains, a nice removal card. Vampire Nighthawk is, he does have, what doesn't he do? Seriously, he flies, he goes on the offensive, he causes a 4-point shift in life totals. If you need him to block, he can tangle with just about any creature in the format and come out on top. And if not on top, he'll tangle with any creature in the format and take it down. Pretty much the only thing you can do. How can I put this? He sucks against regeneration. Unfortunately, for everyone who's not playing Vampire Nighthawk, there's only 2 ways of to regenerate. Only really 2 ways to regenerate in this limited format, and that's the Ring of Zathrid, I believe it is, the Black Ring, and Oh yeah, Duty Bound Dead has regeneration for like 3 and a black. Ugh. But yeah, there's that. Mark of the Vampire. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and lifelink. It's not bad. It's actually a very solid enchantment. I had a pair of Ravenous Rats and a pair of Mind Rots. Those came in really handy, especially the games when they would end. If they came up clumped and relatively early, those were just boss. Shimmy Inspector in limited environments, he's 4 mana for a 2/2 flyer. His discard ability is nice, but it's more irrelevant in constructed. And to be perfectly honest, I don't know if I'd use him in constructed. I really don't. Walking Corpse, he's a nice filler. Healer of the Pride, surprisingly good life gain. Surprisingly good. War Priest of Thune was in here as much as a body as he was for enchantment removal. Safe Passage was just a trick. 2 Tormented Souls take advantage of the 6 cards I had with Exalted. 2 Duty Bound Deads, a Knight of Infamy, 2 Angelic Benedictions, and an Aven Squire. The Benedictions are really nice, by the way. Like I said, I came in first with this deck. For the most part, the Exalted and the 2 unblockable dudes and maybe some lifelink and the discard all helped a lot. I mean, it really helped a lot. I'm actually starting. Another thing that I had in the deck that you're not seeing here because they got kicked in the prize pool, I didn't get them back, is a pair of Staff of Nin. The 6-drop artifact that during your upkeep you draw a card and it taps for 1 damage to target creature or player. It's actually it's actually a really boss limited card. Really boss. I mean, it's like I opened one up in like pack 1 and then like pack 2 someone passed it to me in like 2nd pick or something like that. Something like that. Sideboard, I had an Erase, a Silvercoat Lion, Pillar Field Ox, Captain Skull, Ring of Thune, which I wanted to play, but I just didn't have enough white creatures to make it worth it, in my opinion. Like 3? Who cares? Though the Vigilance might have proven interesting. Though it didn't hurt me to not have it, because, hey, you know what? I came in first. All sorts of stuff around here. Some green cards, Fog, Prey Upon, Centaur Courser, Deadly Recluse, they're all solid. Timber Pack Wolves are really nasty if you can get them, and quantities, I learned that one the hard way. Fog's a nice little trick, Prey Upon's a nice trick. Serpent's Gift, target creature gains Death Touch on turn. I don't think I've ever seen anyone really use it to very good effect. But Tormod's Crypt is a cute sideboard card and stuff like that for casual, maybe even constructed, but limited, it's almost useless. Battle Gesture and Kindled Fury, yeah. Mind Sculpt is surprisingly good. Index is solid. Scroll Thief is solid. Tolerance Invocation is incredible. Harbor Serpent is high-end filler, really. Prize Pool. Prize Pool, since I came in first, I got 3 picks first time round. I picked up a Chandra the Firebrand, Tolerant, Mutilate. I heard that Mutilate isn't going for a heck of a lot of money, though it's still a really solid card, you know. Then when my prize pick came up again, I picked up a Planar Cleansing, and then like I grabbed a Foil Kraken. Whoop-de-doo. I'm not sad to see M13 limited get sidelined for Ravnica. I'm really not. It's just not an exciting format. I mean, it's great to go into the to the local shop and play and hang out with everybody and whatnot. But M13 got old fast. It really did. And for the most part, that's my thoughts on that. I mean, there's still good cards in it. Just unless you're really new at the game, it's not something to get excited about. You know. I think of overall between M10, M11, M12, and M13. M13's the weak link so far. It really is, and I don't want to say that because Wizards has been doing a really good job as of late overall. I think overall. I mean, heavens forbid, if nothing else, I have to admire the craftiness in printing Tormented Soul in M12 as a Bloodthirst enabler, and then keeping him in print in M13 to synergize with Exalted. That's awesome. They keep him around for a couple of years in 2 different base sets where he serves different purposes. That's pretty sweet. That's clever. I like it. That's the kind of stuff I like to see. Cleverness. Oh well. Alright. So, there's a bunch of thoughts on M13. Take them or leave them, blah blah blah, etc. etc. I'll catch you later, guys. Be good, be safe, happy gaming, yada yada yada.